they come out clean.
This video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the simplest fantasy game on the market. It's simple and easy to win. You can pick 2 to 5 players, and you can win up to 10 times on any entry. Prize Picks is slick and easy to use, and it can be found on both the App Store and Google Play. You can sign up right now by using the code ASU, and that's initials for Atlanta Sports Unlimited, just in case you were wondering. ASU. After you sign up, Prize Picks will match 100% of your initial deposit up to $100. And Malik, how are you feeling about Prize Picks this week? You know, we're following you week to week on your journey.
So I haven't played in probably about a week. I keep losing my money, so I'm not going to continue.
But you did gain money last week. You did
I
gain
did
money
gain
last
some
week.
money last week. You know what? I got to look at the
positive.
I got to look at the positive of things. I did win. So, but I mean, what we got
and
today?
Our colleague Terrence Moore as well.
He got like
400. He got like 400,
Yeah.
500 from it. So, hey man, Prize Picks. If you feel like you have some great, strong sports takes or whatever amongst your circle of friends, this is your chance to monetize it.
All you guys.
With fantasy points. Not money.
Yeah.
Fantasy points. Because that's what it's all about, man. But Prize Picks, man. Hey, Malik, though, you coming back to Prize Picks, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely coming back. Yeah, once I get everything together and I really do some analyzing and really dive deep into what picks I want, I think I'll win again. But right now, I'm taking a break, just trying to fill out a couple of things. But other than that, man, this is a good app. This is a good app. This is a great app if you want to just test your luck. If you want to compete against people too, like y'all can pick the same players and. Y'all, somebody want to go over, somebody want to go under. Like, look, have fun with it. You can have fun with it, man. And if you invite your friends, so you get $25. You get another $25 to add on. So, hey, man, tell your friends, tell your friends to tell the other friends and tell the other friends. It's a never ending cycle here.
Tell your friends.
You're getting money.
To bring their friends.
Tell your
maybe
friends
we could be
to
friends.
get with my friends.
And we could do this every weekend. Prize Picks. ASU.
All right, cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is going on, guys? We back with another episode. Burst in the buckets, man. I know y'all ain't seen this in a minute, but we back live in full effect. And we had to we brought somebody fire. Matter of fact, before I get introduced, Rashad, my co-host. Yes, sir. How we doing?
Man, like you said, it's been a minute. We went off the grid for about 2 weeks, and
I blame the brains.
Right.
We
blame the chop. I blame the chop.
Right. I blame the chop. But since we've been gone for so long, man, we had to bring on a very special guest. He's been
working on this one for a minute, by the way. We've been working on this one for a minute.
Rashad, do the honors, please. Please do the honors.
Oh man. All right. So y'all might know him as one of the rising faces of Hawks Twitter right now, expeditiously. Not only Hawks Twitter, but Hawks YouTube. He is someone who is well respected within the community. You might know him for a few videos and a few tweets, a few things that he's got. And he got the ice tray ones before Trae Young got him himself. I said, hold on now. Trae Young ain't even get these. How he get these on his feet before Trae Young got them? He said, don't worry about it, young blood. Keep pushing. Keep working. You'll get there one day. I said, okay. All right, bet. All the way from the A, man. Everybody give it up for Mr. Cosign Zee. Hey!
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate y'all having me. It's a pleasure.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you.
I was about to say, like we said, we've been trying. It's a few folks we've been trying to get. We've been trying to get Miss D. We've been trying to get Monet. And then we've been trying to get you. Those are 3 people we've been trying to get for a minute now. So we got one of the 3 done, and I'm glad about it. I'm glad about it, man. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it. So obviously your biggest video on YouTube is the whole BG situation. Now,
Yeah.
I guess just walk us back from the jump of it, all right? Because when you and BG exchanged tweets at the end of it all, he said, "I told you that I was gonna give you an interview." You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he said. So just go back to the beginning of you and your interactions with BG from the beginning before you even posted the video. How were your interactions with him on Twitch? How were with him on Twitter, et cetera, et cetera?
All right. So, I follow BG on Twitter or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He
BG is
part of the
Brandon
Hawk.
Goodwin for
Yeah.
non-Hawks fans. All right, continue.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I was following Brandon Goodwin on Twitter, and he had a sweepstakes going on where he was giving away a signed jersey or whatever. I actually missed that sweepstakes, but um so then I seen him tweet something else like maybe a couple of days later. He was like, "I'm going live tonight on stream, man. Y'all tap in. I'm giving away, I think it was like $100 or something." So I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna tap in this time. I missed out last time." And so I logged in or whatever, and we in there, we playing a little Twitch game. I forgot what it's called. And while I'm in there, I'm just asking them questions like, what's been going on this off season, what you've been up to and whatever. So I'm just asking him these questions. And at first he didn't really want to do it. Like he was kind of like, "Man, is this guy a reporter or something? He's asking too many questions." And I'm just like, "Nah, man, just trying to see what's up with you, G." You know what I'm saying? And he just started being an open book, man. He just started just answering all the questions I was asking. He was just asking, like he was answering everything, just saying everything, And I guess, he was comfortable. It's his Twitch, so he was in his comfort zone. So he just, put it out there. And then so after he said what he said, I had said, "Well, let's get together and do an interview, man. We can maybe talk in depth." He was like, "Well, I don't really like to talk that much. I don't really do too much talking, but I might make an exception for you." He was like, "How long are you trying to do it?" I was like, "Well, probably like 30 minutes. He was like, "Nah, that's too long." And I was like, "Well, I mean, shit, 10 minutes." And then he just like laughed it off or whatever. So, I ain't think nothing of it. So I figured that, he had gave out his personal Instagram. So, all these athletes, everybody got a burner account, you know what I'm saying? So he actually shared his burner account. It's like, everybody follow me. So I had followed him. I figured that was going to be my avenue to be able to set up the interview. But when I hit him, he ain't never really respond. And then so I hit him on Twitter. He ain't respond. "Louis, sit down, boy." And so, man, I was just like chilling. I was at the hotel one night. Louis, come on now. And I'm like chilling. I'm like, "Man, Brandon, he ain't hitting me back, man. I don't think we're gonna do this interview." So I thought about it. I'm like, "Man, shit, that really was the interview right there." So I just took the content, put it on my YouTube. Like, shit, I mean, I ain't think it was going. Honestly, I didn't think he was gonna have a problem with it for real, because I felt like he said it. So I thought he was just putting his story out there, like for everybody, like just to put it out there, So I just put it on my YouTube page, and because I like to just bring content to the whoever follow me. I know everybody who follow me, like they follow Hawks Nation, so you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking like they want to see this. This is what we want to know. We want to know why Brandon Goodwin didn't play in the playoffs, like. Because I was wondering that too. They just say he had a respiratory issue, but then I'm seeing him on the sideline. So I'm like, what's going on? And so I just put it on my YouTube page, and shit, it just grew legs on its own. Like I ain't even expected to really do all that. I ain't gonna lie. Like I just thought it was gonna get a couple views, maybe 1,000 or something. But man, I think it was after you did that article. And
Nah, hold on. Okay, this is where I gotta jump in. Because BG
Okay.
was mad at me for that, and everybody got on me after that. This is what happened from your point. All right, so you told it up to the upload. Okay, here comes the rest of the story from my side of things.
Okay.
So Malik sent me that video. I was like, oh snap. And then I just seen it, right? So I went throughout the day, and I'm like, do I want to write it or not? And I was like, well, like the biggest talk of that week was the whole Kyrie Irving thing. It was the Kyrie Irving, Andrew Wiggins just got the vaccine so he could play the game and everything like that this season. And Michael Porter Jr. said some stuff. Like it was like the biggest discussion in all the NBA was the vaccine over the media days and stuff. So I was like, if this was any other NBA player who does Twitch, if it was Devin Booker, if it was Cat, if it was Ben Simmons, if it was LeBron, if it was AD, all them dudes who do Twitch in the league, if any one else of them dudes said it, it would have been the biggest story. You know what I'm saying? And a
Yep.
lot of times it's like just journalistic integrity. You know, you have to look at it like this, like, okay, I'm not going to report just what I want to report. I'm going to report what's said and let the people judge it from themselves. And like
Yeah.
you said, he already said it online. He said
He
it
did.
like, and he tweeted out, like you said, yo, Twitch, join my Twitch. It's live, it's lit, to your 8,000 Twitter followers. You know what I'm saying? So I see all that. Okay. The last thing that did it for me, I waited a day with your video. When your video hit 1K in a day, I already seen how quickly it was going up.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
seen
That's
how
what I
quickly it
said.
was going up, I'm like, oh, this gonna blow up regardless. So I might as well write it. It's gonna blow up with or without me.
Yeah.
That's when I decided to write it. So I wrote it, and of course, like you said, it went stupid. Like the
It did.
video was already going stupid, but then the article went stupid, and then the video went stupid. And
Yeah.
then that's when BG tweeted, from my perspective, that's when he tweeted, no more reporters on stream, LOL. And then
Yeah, he
everybody in the
did.
comments like, yeah, leeches, they some snitches, they the snakes, they the feds, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, like, I would get it if I was on the phone with the man, right, having a personal phone call, and then I went out and wrote it without him knowing. But this was something he put out, like you said, on the internet, bro.
He
And
did.
you recorded, you put it up on YouTube. It was up for a day, got 1K views. It was already out
Yep.
there for the internet. At that point, if it
Yep.
get 1K in a day, that means
Yep.
that thing gonna go up to 5K, 3K, 10K
Yep.
at least by itself. So I was like,
Yep.
oh, this is about to go up. So I mean, that was just my perspective of it. But I guess, you know, continue from that point when I guess you posted it and it went up, like kind of from your perspective after I put up the article and everything.
Oh man, I honestly I didn't even know it was growing legs like that. Like I was just monitoring the video. I'm like, yo, this y'all going crazy, and everybody would just comment. I'm just like, yo, this is really going up right now. And then I don't know, how did I find your article? I think I just seen it on the Twitter feed because I follow the Peachtree Hoops. So I seen it and it was like Brandon Goodwin, COVID. I'm like, what? So I clicked on it and I and I read it, and then I seen you had put my name in it, and I was like, oh, this is lit. Like this is lit, man. They put my name in it. Like they ain't even try to cheat me. Like they put my name in the article. Like this is love.
Nah,
So
I don't do that to black folks, man. I don't do that to black folks.
So me personally, I was like, this is what's up, man. This is cool, man. Somebody's tapped into my YouTube page and they showing love, and then like next thing you know, I started seeing all these other little like websites reporting the same thing, and I'm just like, dang, they y'all really going crazy. And man, I let it just keep going for about a week, and then I tried to stay out of the comments in terms of like going to Brandon's page and looking at what he was saying or looking at what people were saying under his post, because I knew that it was just gonna be a bunch of just trolls or a bunch of just people that just on his side or whatever. So I ain't never really read into that. I just like whatever. But then I got curious. I'm like, I wonder, since this junk going up like this, I wonder who else is like trying to talk about this on YouTube. So I typed in on YouTube and I'm seeing people actually took the video off my page and they put it on their page. I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah, no, I seen a tweet. It was a Twitter video, right? And it was your video, and then they put like a screenshot of the article in the middle of it, like as the video was going, as he was talking, and that thing has like 1 million views on Twitter. And when I saw that, I was like, oh man. And like under every Kyrie Irving tweet, if you go to, you know how you go to like hidden replies and show more replies, like
I seen it.
all the people with the American flag in their Twitter name, bro, like all of them posted it, bro. I was like, oh.
I seen that. I typed in Brandon Goodwin COVID on Twitter, and I just see like a whole bunch of tweets. And when that Kyrie situation happened, everybody was like, that's what everybody was going to, like, well, why y'all ain't talking about Brandon Goodwin? Why nobody talking about Brandon Goodwin? He got blood clots. Why nobody want to talk? I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. This is wild, yo. Like this junk is.
I just knew it was fair though, because it's like I said, once again, if it's an NBA player that's saying this on a public space and everybody else is, you know, because it was like everybody just reported. I felt like everybody was reporting one side, And they still did it after the thing. It was some folks.
They did.
I don't want to call no folks out by outlet or names, but y'all know who y'all are in the Atlanta area who was, trying to report the other side of it. You can't just report one. That's not journalism. You can't just report the side you rooting for. Like if it's something with Black Lives Matter, I can't just report Black Lives Matter side because I'm Black. I got to report the other side too because that's what a journalist does. It is not my choice to present to you what I think is the news. That's cheating you. That's giving you that's how everybody say it's fake news and everybody liberal bias. That's how we even got to this point in 2021. Because everybody put their feelings and their biases into it. I can't do that. That's not journalism. I can't sit and just be all right with that. I got to report everything on both sides. So while everybody killing Kyrie and everybody killing all the anti-vaxxers and stuff, well, what about this NBA player who said vaccine? Whether or not it did it to him, I'll put out the information and I'll put out what the CDC says, which says there's a small chance of that happening if you take the J&J. If you know what I'm saying, regardless of how I feel personally about the vaccine, that's not the point. My point is to put out the facts, whether I agree with it or not. And so that's all what I did. So, I mean, I understand why bro got mad, everything like that, but it's like, dog, the only one you really need to be mad with at the end of the day is yourself because you're the one that said it. But anyway, Z, can continue on with where you were going and stuff with people taking it and they going up still.
Man, I was really just surprised like that. They just grew legs like that. And like I said, everybody was just like it was crazy to me that Brandon got mad because he got so much support. Like nobody was mad at him about what he said. It was just like, it really touched people because it was like, wow, like here is somebody who actually took the vaccine, but he's saying this is what happened to him. So a lot of people was in support of him, but I mean, I could see how, I guess on his end, he probably got some backlash in terms of like he told a secret, or I guess the way he worded it on the stream where he was like, the Hawks told me don't say nothing and all that. So maybe some little parts like that might have came back on him. But I mean, shit, he was just speaking his truth and he wasn't a part of the team no more. So, I mean, I don't know. So I just happened to go on his Twitter one day and I seen he had said, who got a fire podcast? Or something like that. Let's I want to clear this up. So I was like, shit, let's do the interview. Let's do it. Like, let's talk. That's when he responded and he like, man to man, I told you I was gonna do the interview and that was lame and all that. I'm just like,
but now you telling us the other side though. Now you because that's what I saw, right? Man to man, that was whack. I would have gave you the interview like I told you if you just would have stayed down. But now you telling us the side of you went to his Twitch streams. You asked them on this Instagram. You asked them on this account. You asked them, and every time he didn't acknowledge it.
Nope, he didn't.
You should have told him. I would have responded. The reason why I even uploaded the video is because you didn't give me the interview.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I was gonna say that, but now I'm just like, man, you know what? I just whatever. Like,
because the people, like you said, the people under his page gonna be on his side regardless. So
because
it's a battle you can't win.
Yeah, he had some of his little fans or whatever was coming at me, hit me up, talking crazy to me or whatever. But it's just like whatever. Like it just come to me honestly. Like it just I look at it like just that's what come with this. Like when you in this type of media thing, this is just what come with it to a certain extent. You know, you're not out to make nobody.
You're gonna go places, Cosign. I'm letting you know right now. Z gonna go places in this game, man. It's not a lot of people that understand that and can live with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of folks who can get it, right? Like you see Coward, all the hate he gets because his takes. Stephen A, all the hate he gets because his takes. Skip, because all the hate he gets for his takes. But it's like, them dudes is at the top. They making millions a year.
Millions.
That's what everybody in this space, they trying to get to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to, say LeBron James is trash. The most over. They don't want to have some of the takes that they have to get to that level. But who wouldn't want to make that much money talking about sport? The thing we grew up doing for free.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
So while everybody wants to be up there and make that type of money, everybody can't take that criticism and take that public backlash and the comments. Everybody not built like that. So the fact that you telling us this, you're going to go far just off that alone, off the strength.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man. So that's pretty much that's really what happened with the whole Brandon situation for real. Like that's kind of what happened. Like, uh, shit, I mean, hey, I'm still willing to talk to him. If he want to ever do the interview, whatever, we can do it. Like, I ain't tripping. I don't got no problem with it, regardless. I know he mad at me or whatever, but hey, like I don't feel like I made his character look bad, or I don't feel like I did nothing negative for real. I mean, honestly, like I could be wrong. I don't know, but shit, I feel like it helped him get the job with the Knicks. Like because think about it, like don't nobody like Brent. Okay, Hawks fans know Brandon Goodwin, but nobody really outside the Hawks fans don't really know Brandon Goodwin unless you like I don't know,
I
really
mean,
know
like deep
basketball.
basketball folks, like like excuse me, front office executives and stuff like front offices,
Yeah,
like they know like who the last player on the bench and the two-way guys
right,
and people who have breakout games like Brandon, like they keep those things in mind on tabs around the league. So the
right,
front office people know, but I
right.
mean, as you're saying, like fans, yeah, fans outside of
Yeah,
Hawks fans and Atlanta
yeah.
basketball fans, because he went to
Mm-hmm,
Norcross and stuff like that. Outside of
mm-hmm.
that, NAEBL folks, like folks don't really know him like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
outside of Atlanta basketball, like on a
Right.
casual level. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I think that kind of proved, him getting that shot with the Knicks. And then I don't think he keeps saying 4 days until they free me. So I'm thinking like that's when he gets cleared to,
Yeah.
sign with them again, because, they just did that whole sign and waive thing. So he gets the rights to go back to them for more money. Um,
Mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm.
yeah, like you said, like the fact that happened after that, because it's been a whole offseason. That's another thing. It's like the one thing I ain't gonna lie that I was worried about after it started blowing up. I was like, bro, like I hope he don't look at me and be like, bro, you messed up my money. You know what I'm saying? Like that
I
was
was
the
thinking the
thing.
same thing.
That was the only thing I was worried about, because like I said, when
Me
shouting out
too.
you, I don't ever want to do another black person like that, like ever. Like that's never my intention.
Right.
Um, but he got the opportunity with the Knicks. That
Yeah, he
same week,
did.
that. So it's like, okay, I guess we good. I guess we good. So I mean, we'll see what happens or whatever once he gets cleared and see if he can get
Yeah.
back in the league and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't
Hopefully.
know. I don't think it's all over for him.
Nah, absolutely not. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, man. He really good. I really wish I wanted him to stay in the A for real. Because I mean, I feel like he was good in our system. He knew his role when he came in, backed up Trey. He did a damn good job. You know what I'm saying? And so I like Brandon Goodwin. Me personally, that's the only reason why I was even in his Twitch in the first place. Because I'm a fan of him. So that's all. But yeah, I feel like he probably I don't know. Maybe he got some backlash, but at the same time, I feel like he got more love than backlash. But like it's like when you a public figure, I noticed that with these public figures is that they focus more on the negative than the positive. Like they could have 100 comments a day and say, "I love you, I love you, I love you," but that one comment that say "F you," that's the one they focus on. And it's just like, so I kind of feel like that's what he was doing. He got a million comments, everybody in support of you, but he only was just focused on the negative. But like I said, I don't really know on his back end, like what was being said or what, kind of deals he couldn't get on the table, what type of conversations his agent couldn't have because of that. I was hoping, like you said, the same thing. I was hoping like, I hope this don't mess up, anything he wanted to do in the future. But then when I seen him sign with the Knicks, I was like, hey, it worked out. Like it worked out, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like his name going around, I'm sure they heard about it. And then from there,
for sure. Yeah.
yeah, and then from there, it was like, let's get this dude a chance. He's actually a pretty good player or whatever. And plus, what happened to him is unfortunate. Like the fact that happened to him, he does deserve another chance somewhere else. Like, because that's just unfortunate. Like, it's not like he didn't get to play because he just wasn't in the rotation. It was because, what happened took him out. So,
For
you
sure,
know,
for sure. And then
yeah,
transitioning to that,
mhm,
transitioning to the season, Malik, you can jump back in now. 5 straight losses for the Hawks. A big thing that people are still kind of pointing to is the lack of satisfaction with backup point guard play. So I guess
yeah,
just how you feel about the backup point guard so far this season, figuring out how to push in and put in DeLon Wright, a 17th year, Lou Williams, who said he's okay with retirement at this point. Just how do you feel about the entire backup point guard situation?
Man, backup point guard situation, it's not really – we'll have no stability. We kind of still got the same problem. Every offseason I hear Travis Schlenk say he want to address the backup point guard, and we haven't really been able to do that. I was hoping DeLon Wright would kind of be it. He still got potential to be. The season's still young, but right now, I don't know, man. We might have to make some moves, or we might have to just give Sharif a shot. When the Skyhawks is over with, we might need to let him just get in there. Let's just see what he can do. You know what I mean? Let's just see. Because, when Trey come off the floor, the offense, because I see DeLon, because on Twitter, I see a lot of people always say, free DeLon Wright, or why DeLon Wright ain't getting enough playing time and stuff like that. So, but when I watch DeLon Wright play, I don't really see him running the back. I don't really see him running the backup unit like that.
But a lot of people bring up his defense. Like offensively, he might still be figuring it out and stuff, but they're saying his defense is really good. How do you feel about his defense so far? I haven't really paid enough attention. I'll just be frank with it this season to really see the type of impact he's had on that second unit defensively. But what say you? What have you seen defensively from him?
I'm like you, man. If I'm being honest, I watched every Hawks game so far. I ain't really seen too much I ain't really seen much to really that I could say, you know what? Yeah, I haven't really seen much, honestly. I still feel like I feel like we still kind of just still having the same issues. I feel like he's out there, but he's just not really impacting. He's not impacting the second unit like that. But that's still early, but right now I ain't really seeing too much. But you in a new system, new teammates, still trying to get comfortable. Maybe you don't really want to step on nobody's toes. It's probably a lot of stuff that go into it, but right now, I haven't seen much yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So, but I like to see us make some moves. Maybe get us a little backup point guard. I don't really know who we can get for a decent number, but definitely need a backup point guard. I don't know what you think so far about the backup point guard.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't seen much from anybody in the second unit. To be frank with you, so I can't even put it all.
Not even the great Cam Reddish.
No.
Step back, Reddish.
Wait. Hold on, wait. That's wrong though. You're wrong because Kevin Huerter has been doing his thing off the bench.
That's it. Okay, so Kevin Huerter's been playing good. What the past couple games? I'll give him that. But before the past two games, Nate was playing Cam more minutes than Kevin. So it's like you got to, and I'm glad that he's playing Kevin now because Kevin is clearly the better player than Cam. So, and it was one game he had Cam out there. I think it was the Suns game, and I'm like, bro, he hasn't been doing nothing. Put Kevin in the game. Kevin can play. Cam don't do nothing but shoot, and his ball handle is bad. But Kevin can pass. He knows what to do in the double team. He knows how to play organized basketball. Okay, Cam. I don't know what Cam is out there doing, bro. Cam is out there shooting. You cannot do that.
But you know what? What I feel like, honestly, I kind of feel like this is Cam's rookie season because his first two seasons he always been hurt.
Find you someone who give you as much grace and as many chances as Atlanta Hawks fans give Cam Reddish. Continue.
Yeah, man. I feel like this is his rookie season. I honestly do when I watch him play because it's like I feel like he's now getting his chance to consistently play, get all his mistakes out, be comfortable. I kind of feel like under Lloyd Pierce he was a little timid. Now he looks like he's free. He looked free. Every time I touch the ball, I'm shooting it. I'm letting it go. Like it's almost like Nate McMillan told him, "Hey, shoot that thing." So and he trying to get that bag too. You know what I'm saying? He trying to earn his contract. And so, but I don't know. I'm gonna give him some more time. Man, because like I said, I feel like this is like almost like his rookie season. Because I don't think he ever played in no summer leagues. He was hurt when we drafted him. Then did he start the season when we drafted him? I think he missed like the first couple games.
He missed the
And
first
then
couple games.
he missed the first couple games, and then he struggled. And then he started to come on after the second half of the season. And then coming into his second year,
COVID.
he was hurt. There you go. So, and then he got hurt. So then he missed the whole season all the way up until Eastern Conference Finals. So it's like he never really had a chance to fully make mistakes, mess up, and then learn from it. I feel like this is like his full rookie season right now. So that's kind of how I view Cam. So I kind of don't really hold him to the same level that I hold like a Kevin Huerter. So Kevin Huerter always been hurt too to kind of start the season, but he's been out there. He's been getting them reps.
But the thing is, so if Kevin Huerter was doing what Cam has done these first 3 years, Hawks fans would kill Kevin Huerter.
You know they would.
They would. Trade this white boy. What is he doing? That's what the comments would say on Twitter if this was Kevin Huerter. Shout out to Kevin Huerter, man. I'm gonna text my boy, man. Kevin Huerter appreciation episode, man. Because his leash, especially in the city of Atlanta, look at Matt Ryan. So it's like, bro, I'm just, Kevin. This is a Kevin Huerter appreciation episode. That's how we doing it on this side because he wouldn't be able to get the grace that Cam has got in these 3 years. But Cam has shown the flashes. I just think he is what he is so far, which is just kind of a streaky, you know what I'm saying, role player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's just what Cam is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he'll ever get to that point where he'll be that consistent all-star Tracy McGrady level type player that Yoda said he's going to be. And the type of player that he looks like a lot of times when he shows those flashes of those hot nights. But, I mean, I think he's just going to end up being just a streaky role player on a really good team. And, the Kevin deal, we talked about this last episode, but the Kevin deal, the fact that he took it, I think it not only surprised, Hawks fans, but I think it surprised the Hawks. Because, they kind of lowballed him on the offer, and Kev was like, well, I'm appreciative of life anyway. I grew up middle class. I'm going to sign it. And they're like, oh, okay, all right. Okay. And now you got one less spot, and it's crowded, and everybody's like, oh, it's so crowded. You're like, well, we made it work last year. And then you're going out this season. Nate doesn't know how to really work the rotation yet because it's so crowded. Dre still get hurt, and it's still crowded. And Sharif and Jalen get sent down to College Park. It's still crowded. Like, that's how much depth it is on this team, man, and it's crazy. Yeah. And but I guess just moving on, like, how do you feel about Solo and Gallo? Because those are the two guys. When I listened to their exit interviews last year, they were the only two, other than Trey. Trey wasn't satisfied either, but they were the only two that weren't satisfied with how the season ended because they knew what the Hawks were and they knew the opportunity they had. Gallo, we're coming into like what, game 10, game 11 against the Nuggets on Friday night? We're recording this on Thursday night. And Gallo's like, yeah, returning to Denver, the place where I spent the first 7 years of my career, and it's great, but we got to win a basketball game. We got to do it for our fans. I'm like, whoa, man, it's game 11. But Gallo understands how serious it is to not let this early season losing streak go too far and for this thing to go too far off the rails. Because I think he also understands he's the first Joker that's going to get traded. So,
you know that.
So knowing that, I think those guys are valuable based off of their mindset. Because that mentality, like Lou Will, like Trey said, Lou Will's the best vet he's ever had. So having those three vets, I think just mentality alone is what the Hawks really kind of need still when the ship is rocky right now. But how do you feel about them? Because them two jokers, like I said, Gallo and Solo, while they are good in the head, them jokers throwing up the most air balls this year. They throwing up the most bricks. So how do you feel about both of them?
Well, I like Solomon Hill because I look at him as like one of those glue guys. Like, a good guy to have on your team. I don't want to look at him like you remember back in the day when the NBA used to have enforcers? When every team had an enforcer, I kind of feel like that's his role. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad guy or he's a tough guy, but I feel like that's his role. His role is to be the backbone for the team. Like somebody trying to push us around, Solomon Hill gonna step in and say, "Nah, we ain't having that." Or he's probably like he pick the guys up. We got a young team, and they probably be down on themselves or be doubting themselves sometimes or whatever. He probably be that guy to be like, "Nah, it's all good. Keep doing what you do. Whatever." Whoop, whoop. Like. He's just probably a good guy to have around the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You need guys like that. He might not be – it's like a Udonis Haslem. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not play or when he do play, he might not be the best, but he's good to have in that locker room. So that's what I feel about Solomon Hill. Gallo, I feel like Gallo –
Wait, hold on. But before you continue with Gallo, UD, by the way, right now, that's his role on the Heat. But back in the day, don't get it twisted. That pick and pop on that elbow is money. I'm like, dang, this Joker just made he don't have no lift on the jump shot. He just on the elbow like this from Shaq. And it go in every time. I'm like, man, that's why he was still in that starting lineup. But anyways, continue.
Yeah, no, but so not to say that Solomon Hill is, anywhere close to what Udonis Haslem was, but in terms of like what their roles are right now, I would compare his role to that right now. But when he gets in the game, he just be airballing threes, like you said, and it's just like, come on, Solomon Hill, like you're not understanding the assignment. Like, you got one job, and that's just to hit the wide open three. So you got to do that, like, because you're gonna be the guy that's not on the scouting report. Like teams are not drawing the defense to stop Solomon Hill, so. You have to be that guy that hits that wide open three to make the defense pay. Like, shit, where did he come from? Like he did in what game that was? Was that game 1 against Philly? When he hit like 3 or 4 3-pointers in a row? You remember that? What game? Yeah. I think it was game 1.
Go ahead, Malik. What game was that?
Wait. Talking about Gallo?
Nah, Solomon Hill. Remember in the playoffs. In the
I
playoffs.
think the best game he had was probably the first game. Because everybody had a good game that game. So I definitely say
I remember Solo had some good moments in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He had some good moments in the playoffs.
Yeah,
well, I actually remember one game where he was making his threes because the group text was like, Solo making threes.
It was probably the first game. It was probably the first game.
It was
probably the first game.
Yeah, it was game. Yeah, it was game 1 against Philly because that's when DeAndre Hunter. Well, he didn't play the whole thing, but that's when he sat out that first game and Solomon Hill stepped in and he was hitting the threes. Yeah, we win. We went up by like damn near 30 points. Before they made a comeback, but we still won the game. But still, yeah. Solomon Hill. Yeah, so he need to do that. He has to be consistent at that though. Wide open, gotta hit the three, man. You can't break it. We need you.
I'll let you get the Gallo. But I got another point. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget in the meantime.
Okay. Oh, all right. So and with Gallo, like you said, he definitely wasn't satisfied, man. I watched his post-game interview after the season. His closing was an exit interview, and he was like the most hurt out of everybody, man. He could barely even speak. He was hurt behind the fact that he. The thing is with Gallo, he been in the league so long, he know that he don't really got too many more years left in terms of being able to play at the level he playing at right now. And he so I think right now he look a step slower than he did last year. I ain't gonna lie. Like he don't really look the same like last year. I don't know if he's not as comfortable. I don't know if it's like who he on the court with, but he just don't really look like the same Gallo.
Say, Malik, I'm mute.
They switching now, so once you get a Donovan Mitchell gonna blow right past him, or Chris Paul or Devin Booker, like, and that's what the problem has been so far, the switching, and that's why Capella hasn't been as effective. I mean, of course the injury too, but when you switching so much, you having Capella out there on the perimeter guarding guards, like you can't do that.
Yeah.
So even if they break the shot, who gonna get the rebound? So it's like, bruh, Gallo getting toasted at this point. He getting toasted because they switching.
He getting toasted. But on offense though, he just look kind of like he just don't look the same like last year on offense to me. Like
Yeah,
last
he
year,
hasn't been
man,
making a lot of shots, and
he hasn't been
he's
making
not
them
passing
shots.
either.
But he was
He's
hurt
not
too.
not.
passing either.
He was hurt too. Him,
Oh
him,
yeah,
him and Clint. Him and Clint. Both of them were
he
hurt.
was hurt. His shoulder or something, wasn't it?
Something like
Oh,
that.
Something like his shoulder. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. I think, but yeah, I think it's probably his last season with us, in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's his last season with us. Him, DeLon Wright, Lou Will. It's probably all day last year. But we got to bring in some more vets though. Like we can't
Ankle
just let
sprain.
it be.
Ankle sprain
We
for
can't.
Gallo.
We can't let it. It can't be next year. Now we got Jalen Johnson. He another young guy. We gotta get another vet that can come in and maybe he could be a little bit younger than Gallo, but we still need we need some veterans. We still a young team. Like that's what I'm seeing this year. Like even though we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, we are still a young team, still going through growing pains, and it's showing. It's showing that we a young team still learning how to win. Even though we've won, we still learning how to win. Consistently, night in and night out, coming in with that focus. We not playing 48 minutes, and we was doing that a lot under Lloyd Pierce. Like a lot of the games, we was not playing 48-minute games. We thought it was Lloyd Pierce because when Nate McMillan took over, we took off and went 27 and 11 or something like that, and it just looked like the problem was fixed. But we're doing the same thing again. So what now? Everybody blaming Nate
So
McMillan.
who the problem? Is it the coach or it's the players?
It's the play.
if you're doing the same thing you did last year, so whose problem is it now?
It's the
It was
problem.
not
It's the
our
players.
fault. It was the coaches.
That's
It was
crazy
the
because it's
coach's
always
fault.
gonna be the coach. It's always gonna
Yep.
be the coach's fault
Yep.
first. So now you see this season they're going through the same thing. Oh, perfect
Same
first
thing.
half,
And
second
here's
half,
another one.
no
Here's
offense.
another
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Let's mix up the pot. Let me get to the thing that I wrote down. Okay. So after the Golden State game, right? We got to make sure that the regular season isn't boring. The regular season games can be boring. Joker, first things first, y'all not the Milwaukee Bucks. First things first. Last time I checked, y'all name's the Atlanta Hawks. Y'all lost to the Milwaukee Bucks in 6 games. Y'all lost in the 6th game at home. Cam Reddish went 7 for 7, and y'all put Cam Reddish as Jesus, and they lost the game anyway. Jesus would have won the game, by the way. We come back to this, and oh, man, guys, hey, let's be real here. It was rocking. Lil Jon was performing at halftime during the timeouts. They had Lil Jon in a little club section. He was, hey-ya, pia. We were winning the games. Jack Harlow was there. I shot the lights out. Everybody was loud. It was fun, man. This isn't that. Let's be real. It's kind of stale. It's kind of boring on a Tuesday night, half-empty State Farm Arena. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Joker, you ain't won enough to call it boring. What did you do for the first 3 years of your career? Was it just boring all the time?
Thank you.
Anyways,
Big
just
facts,
telling
man.
his truth. He's just telling his truth. I'd rather hear a player tell the truth than mask it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is. We just can't figure it out. I'd rather you tell me what you really think for the fans, for the media, so we know what the heck is actually going on. So I appreciate the honesty, Mr. Young. I'm getting into the shoes. I promise I'm gonna get the shoes. Anyways, second thing.
I didn't like that comment though. I didn't like when he said that though.
Oh yeah. A lot of Hawks fans didn't like when he said that.
Yeah.
But
that
at
was
least
a
he was being
wild.
honest. What'd you say, Malik?
How we say, Malik?
I said that was a wild quote. That was really
Oh
wild
yeah.
to say that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man,
And it's crazy.
Man.
It's crazy because Trey doesn't say much. He's not really a talker. So the fact that he kind of slid that in and Bleacher Report picked it up and made it a graphic and stuff. I was like, Trey said that? Like Trey don't like none of the Hawks really say anything interesting except for Solo. Solo the only one that got like interesting interviews. Like John Collins does interviews well, but like he doesn't say anything like fun, exciting.
PC.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that surprised me. But anyways,
Hawks
had a double-digit lead in the second half against Golden State. It was a second consecutive game they had a double-digit lead in the second half before losing by double digits. And so they lost by 14. Steph had 50. He flexed on Trey after the foul. You seen the meme. And Trey had 28, 9, and 3. But Trey had like at halftime, he had like 21. So like in
Yeah, he
the
did.
second half, they really shut him down,
Yep.
doing the box and one defense. And
Yep.
then Steph, he got off with his 50. And Steph, after the game, he admitted how it was fun seeing someone else get hit with the box and one defense.
Yeah, I seen
Trey
that.
says in the post game, here comes Trey again talking. He
Uh-oh.
says,
Hey, don't forget the dad either. Don't
"Oh
forget
yeah,
Ray.
don't forget
Oh.
Ray. Rayford
Oh, yeah.
retweeted it and said, facts. People don't get it. They don't watch the game the same way I watch the game. Shout out to Rayford. That's my dog. We trying to get him on as well.
That'd be dope.
But yeah, so what we talking about? We talking about Trey. Trey talking about Steph. Trey talking about Steph. He said, yeah, man, their guys, they just know their roles so well. Like, it's like they got it down to science. Draymond knows where to go when Steph is getting trapped. They all know where to go if Steph is getting trapped. And that's something we have to figure out when our guys are getting trapped. He was talking about himself. And the thing is, bro, it's like, okay, I hear what you're saying. But, sir, at what point do you have to look in the mirror and see what you're doing on offense when you don't have the ball? A lot of times Trey can cut and he can use his speed to cut. But other than that, most possessions when he's not getting the ball, what he does is kind of just drift out to the corner until the player until his defender stops guarding him to get the ball and then go to work from there, and then decide if you want to pull up for a deep three or run the offense, whatever the heck.
Yep.
But that's a whole different thing as opposed to what Steph is doing, where Steph is you've seen the commercials. He got constantly moving the ball, constantly moving without the ball, spacing the floor, making sure the spacing's right, because how many times have we seen the Hawks bunch up where it's Cam and Lou and Kev all in the same corner, and Lou push Cam to be like, get out, let's make some space. You know what I'm saying? How many times have we seen that this season versus Steph when it's that well-oiled machine? What role does Steph play in that to make sure he's doing his part, spacing that makes sense, reasonable spacing, as opposed to just going to the corner and keep backing up until your defender stops guarding you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you doing to help the offense as well when you don't have the ball in your hands?
Well, for one, he's speaking in code when he says, see, what the thing is, I've been able to read between the lines based on what Trey's saying and based on what his father tweeted, because somebody said something about Nate McMillan, and Trey's father he responded to it. He made a video about this too, and he was like, well, the problem is not Nate, and the problem is not guys getting touches. I wish people would report on what the issue really is. And so when he said that, I'm like, I think I get where he's going with that. And then you hear what Trey say. So to me, what it sounds like is they're having a problem with defining the roles on this team. It seems like it's just not a clear understanding of what everybody's role is. So then you got Trey coming out making a little subliminal statement by saying, everybody knows their roles, everybody know where to be. That's him basically saying the same thing his dad was saying. The problem ain't the coach. The problem not the problem everybody getting touches. The problem is really guys don't want to know their role. Guys don't want to stick to their role. Now, I don't know if that's not been established, what the roles is, or if it's just guys saying, shit, I ain't doing that. Because, I look at it like this. Honestly. Okay, this is a young team, right? And they started off as the young Hawks draft picks, trying to just be in the league. But now they're growing up, becoming men. You see Trey getting a max contract, John getting paid, Kevin getting paid. So now you starting to look at things a little bit different. If you Cam and you DeAndre, and even if you Gallo and Bogey, because these guys like that are still looking at it like, well, damn, they just drafted Jalen Johnson. That's probably my replacement. If I'm Gallo, I'm looking at it like, yeah, I'm probably out the door soon, So I want to show what I can do a little bit. So, maybe another team will pick me up, or my trade value is not bad, or something like that. Or let's say Cam. Dang, the first 2 years, I ain't really get to make my name. I see Cam just got paid. Kevin got paid. I'm trying to get paid. So now I'm coming out. I'm jacking up shots. I'm trying to show what I'm worth. DeAndre, he already kind of in line to get paid, but he still kind of got to prove he can stay healthy. So I think it's just young and
But I
ego.
feel I think the difference between those other guys and Dre, I don't feel like Dre ever forces himself, even
He doesn't. He
and
don't.
he's even now, like after he proved he can get buckets and he can be the second best player on the team, he still doesn't force
Yeah,
himself. I don't know
he
why
doesn't.
he doesn't get more aggressive and like kind of just like,
Yeah.
yo, Trey, give me the ball more.
Thank
I
you.
don't know why. I don't know why, but like I don't know if that's his person. You know why, Malik?
I don't know why, but I've kind of like, and I'm gonna try to use 2K terms in this whole situation because it's a lot. Like as far as like the roles and everything, like okay, everybody got a my player, right? Everybody got my player is great. So you go on my career, you getting buckets, you scoring 50 every game, right? You that guy on my career. So now you going online with a whole bunch of other good kid, like more good cats. So you can't go out and score. Maybe you can't go out and score 50 with the dudes you playing online with because you're not gonna win like that. You're gonna have to give up something. You got to
There you go.
sacrifice, like Nate McMillan said,
Yep.
correct?
There
So
you go.
me scoring 50 not gonna help. Maybe I have to sit in the corner every game and just be a 3-and-D player. I can't like Cam. Maybe that's his role. Maybe he just has to sit in the corner. But maybe he don't want to do that. You feel me?
There you
Like
go. There you
everybody then gas his head up saying, "Oh, Cam this, Cam that," and I'm pretty sure he see that. So he like,
Cam
"Okay, I'm about to go
Jesus,
off."
Cam Jesus.
And you got Kevin. I just scored 27 points in the game 7, and I just got paid. I'm about to go
He
get
got
buckets
commercials all summer from that. Kevin Game 7 herder. He on the
So
JJ
then,
Redick podcast. What's up, JJ? Ha ha.
He
JJ.
was on
so
that.
then you got, DeAndre Hunter, right? Solo then already probably boost his head. Oh man, if we had DeAndre Hunter, we would have
He
went
did
to the
say that.
finals. Yeah, man. Like, bruh, everybody got their heads gassed up and they probably out there doing their own thing.
And
Nate
didn't
is
even win the
pre-success
Eastern
and
Conference.
didn't win, and you
Thank
didn't
you.
win.
Look. And then on top of that, your leader come out and say the regular season boring. Come on.
This is not like 28-3. This is not 28-3. Because 28-3, they did it in the Super Bowl. You didn't make it to the Super Bowl. You lost before you got to the Super Bowl. You can't throw this in. Oh, this happened to the Braves and this happened to the Falcons, and because you didn't get as far as those teams did. You lost.
You lost. You lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think the problem is though. You like you said, you all these guys getting their head gassed up, but so then you take that and then you listen to what Nate McMillan says when he says when guys are not getting shots or when shots are not going in, guys stop playing defense. And that's what's happening. Or like let's say for example, I'm just gonna use an example, I'm Cam and I want to shoot. And we done came down the court 4 times in a row and I ain't touched the ball. I'm kind of pouting a little bit. Like not to say Cam is pouting, but I'm just using an example in terms of like guys feeling like, man, like feeling some type of way, not really sticking to the game plan, staying 100% locked in, like on the goal. It's just like kind of in their feelings, like, dang man, like I want to shoot, I want to score. You're scoring all the points. I'm not getting the ball. And I mean, and they not wrong for feeling like that because these are young guys that's trying to make a name for themselves in this league. But that's what I'm saying. Like we got a young team and we have to get some solid veterans that can kind of like, I don't even know, man. Like just guide these guys. Like I don't feel like we have like a Udonis Haslem, somebody that's gonna get you in check. Like, nah, bro, that ain't your role. Like, cause I don't think Nate McMillan doing it. If he is doing it, it don't seem like it.
So you don't think Lou is that guy?
I think Lou too cool, man. I think Lou's too cool. He too cool. He more of a. I don't think he's more of like trying to check guys. He's more of a type to be like, you know what, this is what I think you should do. Do. But if you don't listen, he's like, whatever, that's on you. I'm just trying to help you out.
I really liked his how'd you feel about his Taylor verse? I really like. I believe you were the first one. Were you the first one to post a clip?
I did post a clip though on my Twitter.
You were the first one to post that clip. I really appreciated that. But you know, you were talking to the one where he's like, you know how you feel when you see Milwaukee when you go into Philly. You know how you want to whoop they behind. Well, everybody want to whoop out behind
Whoop out
like
behind.
but when he said that, when he gave kind of
real.
that perspective of that veteran leadership that you hear so much, it's like, okay, I don't know. That sounds like what someone in his role, like only 17 years of experience, can do for you.
Yeah,
I mean, but like, I guess what
for
is
real.
you feel like is the difference between that and Udonis Haslam? What do you think is the difference between those two?
I just think it's a little bit more of like I feel like Lou Williams more of like I feel like your Dallas Haslam will give you more of uncle vibes, and Lou Williams gonna give you more of my homeboy vibes. Like, you got a big brother that just kind of like that's not your blood brother, but you got a homie that's older than you. He kind of just give you the game. But
So,
if you
so
don't
what
take the
about
game,
Gallo? I feel like Gallo is kind of that.
I don't know, man. I guess I don't hear Gallo talk enough.
What
So
would you say?
I
What'd you
can't.
say, Malik?
Soft.
I saw you mouth the words, and I was like, I know he ain't said that about Gallo. Like, not OKC Gallo. Not
I
okay.
agree though.
Them jokers ain't have you, and you agree?
I agree.
But
Them jokers.
when I
OKC ain't have nobody. Y'all must got short-term memory loss. In the
they
bubble,
had Chris
when the
Paul.
COVID shut down the season, OKC had no chance of making the playoffs. It was
Nah,
Chris
they
Paul and Gallo and SGA, bruh. And not
Yeah.
only did they make the playoffs, they almost won in the first round, bro, because of Gallo, Chris Paul, and SGA, bro. He showed me
Yes.
all the heart you needed for that. When I seen that, I'm like, Gallo got my respect, bro. I used to doubt him because he used to get buckets all his career, but he just get hurt every year. When he did that with OKC, he got my respect. So I'm
But
like,
here's
dang, this how y'all feeling about? Okay, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, but here's the thing though. See, look who the leader was, Chris Paul. So he had somebody to get him together, but he's not the type of guy to get somebody together. He just gonna do his part. I'm just gonna come do my job and I'm going home. Y'all figure that out.
So what about Vince Carter?
He was the perfect veteran. He was a perfect vet. I would wish we should have gave him a job on the coaching staff or something.
They got Van Exel. They got Van Exel. I forgot. What about Van Exel? You think he too out of touch? He been retired too long?
I don't know, man. Like,
because Van Exel, who was it? He said like happy birthday to Lou, and then he was like appreciate that, coach. I was like, Van Exel is on the staff. I forgot all about that.
He is. I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like we just need it. It has to be a player though, like somebody that's like playing right now instead of a coach. Because from a coaching perspective, you're not in the trenches right now. You know how these young guys think. You're not doing it right now. Like that's back in your day. This is a new day type. You know how these young kids think. So
you played with Kobe when he wore 8.
You feel me? You feel me? So that's how I feel. Like I just think that we just need to get a veteran that still got some game left. That like that the guys gonna respect.
Proposal.
You know what I'm saying?
Proposal for the both of you. Malik, let me know.
Obviously,
money aside, because in the real world, it's
I like that.
Money. Money aside.
I like that. I like that, bro.
When I think,
I'm talking about attitude wise. When Z said what he said, a vet that's gonna do this, do that, and do that. I'm like, dang, what vets are on the market like that have that type of experience that you gonna respect what they have to say?
Well, it has to be. When I say vet, it has to be somebody who been in the league longer than John Collins, but he not old either.
John Wall not that old. John Wall's still like.
Wall not there. Yeah.
He not that old, but like, so you think he should be like a backup point guard for us?
No, like I don't think his play really fits in with the Hawks, and then the money don't work either. Yeah, but still, it's like I think that mindset, that John Wall mindset, and that experience where he come from, he like John Wall got that dog in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like that's what you're saying. Like Solo said, we need some more dogs. Like John Wall is a dog. He has that experience. You know what I'm saying? And he come from like you say, Vince Carter. Trey is gonna listen to Vince Carter because he's Vince Carter. I think John Wall has the background to where you hear John Wall speak, you're gonna listen to him because he's John Wall.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I like what Malik said though when he said Marcus Smart. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. Marcus.
And when I said that, I don't think they're gonna get him. But
I don't
when
either.
y'all talking about like the enforcer, like that's the type of player that I see. Like I've always
Yes.
said for like years, like championship teams, they have those type of players.
Yes.
Draymond Green,
Yes.
he gets in you, like, and he
Yes.
plays. Like I get it. Solo is the enforcer. He bumped Nerlens Noel's cool. Like you sticking up for your players. But are you playing on the court? Like, how are you affecting the game? Like,
There you
you
go.
affecting everything outside of the game.
Yep.
But okay, you got Marcus Smart out here. He gonna do that, and he gonna go and grab
There
loose
you go.
balls. He gonna do this and
Yep.
that. Like, he's a valuable player. Solo
Yep.
can't hit a shot, so you can't play him.
Mhm.
You can't play him.
And
Draymond Green, Draymond Green is the defensive anchor on the Warriors, so you're gonna play him. But you also know he gonna get in your face and tell you what it is and what's not. The Hawks don't have nobody like that. They don't.
So
It's that
why is
simple.
Boston struggling if they have
And
Marcus Smart?
what I will say, just to go off Malik's point, and when you look at what happened earlier this year, where the Celtics were struggling, they were losing, and then Marcus Smart went on that post game interview and basically called them out, but he did it in a respectful way. But he held them accountable. Like everybody know that they trying to force them to pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball. Like you need that because after that, I think they won 2 games in a row. Like you need somebody that's going to call
It's
you
still
out.
5-6. I just looked it up.
Yeah, they lost. Didn't Jaylen Brown get hurt after that?
JB out for like 2 weeks.
Again?
Jaylen Brown out for like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Dang.
Yeah.
JB, man.
Yeah, man. He having a tough time. But that's what the Hawks need. Like, but see, here's the thing though. I don't know how Trey would take that kind of ego. Like not ego, but I don't know how a player like that would match with Trey because I feel like Jaylen.
So here's another question to go off of that because that's something that people kind of been floating around for the last couple of years of how open and receptive is Trey to coaching and pushback because the whole Lloyd Pierce thing, right, where Lloyd was really starting to go against Trey and what Trey wanted. Lloyd gets fired, Trey showed up with the smiley face hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then
I didn't know peep that.
Oh yeah. And then Lou, he says Lou is his best vet ever, right? But like you say, Vince was like that old grandpa uncle. Yo, young fella, young fella. Vince wasn't really rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't just gonna let you rock and let you do whatever you want. He was gonna, even if he thought it got on your nerves, he was gonna say, "Hey Trey, let me pull you to the side. On this, I think you should have did that. I think you should have did that." When Trey said that Lou was his favorite and best vet, that goes back to the thing you just said. Lou is kind of a little more cool dude. He not gonna really push back like that. You think? I guess those are the reasons why, because he can't take that type of pushback. You look at someone like a Ben Simmons, where he grew up all his life, he was a star player and stuff. Trey Young grew up all his life, he was a star player. Coach tried to say something against him. Forget you, I'm Trey Young. And he do what he do, make ball his life.
I do.
And, make his money. So go ahead.
Yep, I do. That's exactly what I think. I don't think Trey is receptive. I think he got a big ego. And I don't think he's receptive to criticism like that. Like even last year with the reports came out that John Collins in the film session was like, he had some things he had to get off his chest about what was going on. And they said him and Trey got into it or whatever. I don't know how true that was, but that was the reports that was going around. And then
no, they confirmed it in the public.
Okay. I think I did see that. And so and then like a couple games after that, I mean, it didn't really look like they were connected, and it kind of looked like they kind of got it on point after a while. But I don't think Trey is receptive to criticism. And it seems like he has this thing where he like challenges the coaches in these press game interviews, but he does it in like a slick way where it's like you can't really tell unless you're really paying attention. Because like Nate McMillan will do the interview first, and he'll say what he say, and then when they ask Trey, well, Nate said that he thought this and that. What you think about that? And he always like challenges it. Nah, I don't think it was that. It was this. Like he do that every time, and it's like, bro, like Why you always challenging the coach? And another thing is that I feel like he don't never just like he's still learning. He's young. He's still growing. So I give him the benefit of the doubt. But Kobe passing really hurt Trey because that was his OG that he was going to go to for everything and was going to guide him where he needed to be. He don't have that now. So he's kind of like, I don't think he really just idolizes anybody else besides like he idolized Kobe. So it's kind of
Steve
like
Nash, but Steve Nash became the ops.
he did when he said what he said, and that was messed up, Steve. I don't know why he said that, but yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think Trey takes criticism well. He always challenging the coach. And my main issue with Trey, I love Trey, don't get this wrong, but my main issue with him is that I feel like as the leader of this team, as the max contract player, there's some responsibilities that come with that. It's more than just going out there scoring points and getting assists and looking good on the stat sheet. You have other responsibilities. You have to make your teammates better. And then on top of that, when it's not your fault, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
when the team.
someone said when Joe Johnson got booed in when was that 2010 or 2011 against the Magic, and the Hawks got blown out by 30 points at home, and he goes and says we could care less if they show up or not. Ernie Johnson said this important thing that I always stick in my mind. This was like 10 years ago, so it's crazy that I always remember this. But he said, a great mind once said, when you lose, you say I. When we win, it's we. And when the Hawks lose, that's something I noticed about Trey. He's always saying, we got to learn how to do this. We got to do this better. When they're trapping us, we have to do this. We have to do that. Continue, Z.
Yep, and you just took the words right out of my mouth. That's where I was going with it, man. He do that all the time, and I don't like that. Like, bro, when are you? I never hear him really say, you know what? It's on me. I got to be better. I turned the ball over. I'm not shooting well. I'm not playing well. I got to get my just say I. Like he always.
I've heard him say I got to do a better job of turnovers. I know that, and I know I've done. I've heard him say that to give him the benefit of the doubt. I have heard him say that in past press conferences. However,
he would mix that in with
what we're saying is what we hear more, especially recently in this 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, 5-game losing streak, looking bad right now. But to your point, he does say I, but he don't do it like you say. He don't do it enough, or he'll say I, but he don't consistently say I. So, like, let's say the whole press conference, he might say I on a couple things, but then some of the other things he's going to say we. But if I just never heard a whole post conference where he just say it's I, like I messed up. Even if he had 35 points, 15 assists, and we lost, he should still go out there and say, I got to be better. And so you got to let the people be like, what you mean you got to be better? You did your job. Like, no, you got to let the people say that. You have to go out there and say because it shows the team that you are the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you're the max player. You have to separate yourself from the team, not selfishly, but in terms of leadership. Like, I'm the leader, so it's on me. I got to get us together. You know what I mean? And the team and I feel like John Collins really has that makeup. He just doesn't have the stats to back it up.
He doesn't have the all due respect to John, he doesn't have the skill.
Yeah.
And John is talented, obviously 2010 player, obviously 100+ mil player.
Yeah.
But he's not Trey.
He's not Trey. He's not Trey.
There's not 15 players on the earth better at basketball right now than Trey Young. You know? So that's why, like you say, Trey has to be that person to take it because he's the most talented.
He has to, man. It come with it.
I wanted to ask you about Bogey as well. Malik, unless you got anything going off of Z's point with Trey taking accountability.
Malik, let me hear you on that.
I agree with that. And one thing that I have also heard from Trey, like these past couple of games, and I think it's just him too, like they still talking about last year, bro. Like I think it was like a couple, like he said something about, we were 14-20 last year. Like it's just a whole bunch of like last year stuff. And I remember in the media day, it was Gallo and Solo. They were like, in Lou, I think they were like, we can't keep looking at last year like it's a whole nother season. Like,
Whole new season.
and your best player still talking about last year's success. Like, it's a whole new season, bro. Like,
Yep.
everybody, you gonna get everybody best shot every night, bro.
Kansas
Like,
City
y'all
Chiefs.
not gonna sneak. Just like them. It's really just, yeah. Like,
Facts.
nobody, you're not gonna sneak up on nobody anymore, bro. Like,
Nope.
you gonna
Nope.
get everybody's best shot. You gonna get the worst team's best shot. Y'all, they almost lost to the Pelicans.
They almost lost to the Pelicans.
Like, bro, like, you gonna get everybody best shot. All that 14-20 and we Eastern Conference, like, that's dead, bro. Like, congratulations, you did it, but it's a whole new season.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And what Drew say that one time?
He said, y'all under surveillance? That one where he posted, you seen True. Shout out True, man. That's our guy. True posting he posted what they call the draft tank. What the website called? Draft Tankathon. He posting the Tankathon screenshots and saying they're under surveillance. Shout out True, man. Shout out True, but yeah, man. I wanted to ask you, Z, about Bogey, man, because it's like Bogey. We kind of seen these streaks from him the past 2 years, really, where he's off, the fans kill him, then he can't miss for like a few months, and then the fans love him. And then when he's off, he's really like there's no kind of in between with Bogey. So I guess just how you feeling about Bogey? And he's someone who, when he is struggling, he's always saying in the post game the exact opposite. I need to do better. I need to be there for the team. The team need my shooting. I let them down. So I guess how you feeling about Bogey?
Bogey is a bench player. I think Bogey is a six-man type of guy. I don't think he's a starter. And that's not to discredit him, but I think he is what he was in Sacramento, and what he was with us before he took Kevin Huerter's spot. Kevin Huerter just had to, get himself together a little bit and step up. But I think that I just think that he's a six-man type of guy. I don't think he's a starting shooting guard. And I say that because I feel like let me say this. I'll retract that statement and I'll say this. I don't think that he's a starting shooting guard for us. Maybe another team, but for us, I don't think so, because I think that next to Trey, I think Trey needs for his shooting guard partner, it has to be somebody like a DeRozan. Not saying we need these guys, but somebody that plays, that can go get a bucket on their own. Somebody that Trey doesn't have to create a shot for you. Trey can give you the ball when he's struggling, or just give you the ball, period, and you know what to do with it. Like, and you're going to go get a bucket. You ain't just going to force up threes. You can get to the paint. Bradley Beal, DeRozan type. I feel like that's what we need as a
you just subscribed Kevin Huerter. I'm not going to lie. You just subscribed Kevin Huerter. Kev can put the ball on the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. He can get to that little teardropper, that little in front of what I'm talking about, in the front of the automatic is money right there. He can shoot the midi and he can shoot the three.
I guess I will give Kevin this. When we played last, the Jazz, man, he showed out. And that's I'm like, yo, this is what we wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin just inconsistent. He's just inconsistent, man. And we that's the reason why he got to come off the bench, because he's inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? He's not consistent enough to be the starter. But Bogey really, he don't have the playmaking. Like, he can't create his own shot as consistent. And that's what we need in this offense, in my opinion, because everything can't be Trey trying to spoon feed.
Right. Well, what do you think, before I ask Malika the same question with Bogey, but what do you think Coop needs to really work on in College Park to be ready to be in the rotation this year?
I think he need to work on his consistency, his shot. Definitely, his shot looked good in the preseason and in the summer league.
He came in the regular season and airballed it. So it was like
it.
I think it's really the consistency of the jump shot is the thing I'm looking at the most, because I feel like his defense is there, passing is there. It's the consistency of that jumper.
Yeah, his consistency. And I think other than that, he'll be all right. It's consistency, and that's really it. But we haven't seen him against, like, he hasn't played enough. Like, if we actually gave, let's say one game, we said, you know what, instead of DeLon Wright or Lou Williams, let's put Sharif out there against another team's bench and see how he does instead of garbage time. You know what I'm saying? That we don't really get to see what a guy can really do in garbage time unless he's just that good and he's out there just giving you 15 every time. But I don't feel like we got a chance to really see. You know, we did see him airball, but that's all we really got to go off of.
Yeah, but look, here's the great thing about Birds in the Buckets. We got 3 people. So Malik actually got to see both the games in College Park to start off the year. What have you seen with Sharif so far? And I guess even, you know, Jalen Johnson, what have you seen from those guys in College Park?
So far, I know the first game Jalen didn't do really good.
Yeah.
But
He had like
Sharif
4 points.
Sharif did pretty good. He's still adjusting, I think. Like, he's still turning the ball over a lot. I know, like, he got in foul trouble the first game, I think, or it was either the second game. But I mean, he looks good. I don't think right now he's ready. Like, I know everybody calling for him to come back and go to the like. He's not ready yet. Like, he's not ready. Like, he's still raw. Like, I'm just looking at him like he's a raw player right now. And I mean, and nobody can see like this stuff since I'm at the game. So, like, with Jalen, he doesn't look like he wants to be coached. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, the first game, he had a bad game the first game, but he was shooting just shots, bro. Like, he was just shooting, chucking. And every time he would do that, the coach would just be like he would just be like in disbelief, like, really. And I remember I asked him after the game, I was like, you know, what you like about Jalen's game? And, you know, he was talking about, you know, his athletic, his size and everything, but he was like, I want him to take high percentage shots. And that's what he wasn't doing. And he was like, you know, he's still young. And then the second game, he scores 21, I think, in the first half.
Yeah.
And the second half, I mean, not even just him, the complete offense was just shut down. Like, they really did a hawk. They did a hawk. That's what they were doing. But they were coming back though. They came back. It was a pretty close game, I think, for the most part. And then he took Jalen now like the last 5 minutes of like an important stretch. So I remember somebody asking in the post game, like, you know, what happened? Like, why'd you take Jalen out? And the coach was like, I didn't like the way he was conducting himself. Like, he was talking about him not being professional, and he said something like, it was something like a quote like, you know, I know he just came from Duke and played like a few games at Duke and all this, like, he's still young. And I was like, yo, like, in from the first 2 games, I'm sitting like, bruh's not coachable. It's like, it's almost like he doesn't want to be there. Like, if you see his body language and the timeouts, like, on the court, like, if you just really just watch him, it just seems like he doesn't want to be there.
He heard.
And I may be reaching, but
two people on
he doesn't
Twitter
look coachable.
tweeted, "Yo, you dunk kind of like John Collins." He said, "I should get John Collins minutes." Joker, that was a summer league, man. What is wrong with y'all celebrating before y'all do something? That's what social media done did to y'all. It done got y'all up. It got you running around here like you Pop. Kanye tweeted the greatest thing in the world when he said he running around like he Pop. Because all y'all think y'all Pop now. You was not Pop.
Yeah.
Humble down. It's a reason why, Joker, you was projected to go top. There was no excuse why you shouldn't have went top 5 last year. And you know that more than anybody else, Joker.
Thanks.
You know why you slipped to 20? You know why you slipped to 19? It's because you left Duke early and people question, did this kid really love the game?
Yep.
That's why.
Is he coachable?
And all you're doing right now is just proving them right.
Proving them right.
Are you going to prove them wrong or what you going to do? Because pouting around at College Park ain't going to help out your case. I promise you that. If you get him bench, you can't even score the amount of points that Travis Slank going to look at the box score and say, oh, he ready, call him up.
Yep.
Do y'all know the game? Have y'all ever been on JV before? See, that's another problem. These kids get spoon-fed everything. The second they have a problem, they transfer high schools. They change AAU teams. They transfer colleges now, transfer portal. Keep running from the – who said it? Was it C.J. McCollum? Was it Dame? Keep running from the
Dang,
grind.
he's running
Keep
from the
running
grind.
from the
Yep.
grind, man.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with Ben Simmons. Joker said, work on your jump shot. He ain't work on his jump shot. Hey, coach, you think Ben Simmons can lead a team to the championship without working on his jump shot? I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. You get in your feelings about that. Joker, just work on your jump shot. You want to trade? You rather get traded than work on your jump shot. Make it make sense.
Facts. Hey, I mean, hey, did you see some of them videos? He was working on a jump shot this summer. You ain't see that?
He do that every year. He do that every year, right? Bro. Every single year. He was doing that in his rookie year. Like, he was shooting jump shots in the summer league when he came back. Like, and I was like, okay, bro, like he didn't shoot it. I don't think he shot a single jump shot that season in the regular season.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with bro. I really don't know what's wrong.
So, hey, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. When there was like a little talk going on when LeBron said, I don't know why y'all guys be working on stuff that y'all not gonna use in the game, and everybody was saying that he talking about Ben Simmons. Do y'all think he was talking about Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons is his best friend, so I don't know if he was talking about Ben. I don't know who he was talking about with that. I don't know who he was.
I remember that, though. I don't know who he was talking. I mean, he was probably talking about the general consensus. Like, I mean, why are you working on stuff that, I mean, like, it makes sense.
I know James be doing some crazy stuff in workouts, but, like, he James Harden, ain't nobody about to say nothing to him. Like, you know, there's certain people, like, you let them say or do whatever because they're who they're. Like, they let Dennis Rodman dress however he dressed because, you know, he was Dennis Rodman at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like James Harden, one of them people.
Who gonna
he one
check
of them
me?
ones. Exactly. He could be
lazy. He's lazy. He lazy, man. That's the reason why. And that's the reason why it's not the rules that's messing up James Harden game. It's that he don't work on his game in the off season. He's too rich. He's too rich, and he falling in love with the rapper lifestyle. He want to be a rapper, be seen. He's not working on his game. He's not in the gym. He came back 2 years in a row out of shape. Just 2 years in a row, he came back out of shape, bro. Like, he not.
Bro, I remember when he came when they were starting to bubble, and they like had a picture of him, like, and bro was slim. Like, I was like, this is skinniest I've seen James Harden ever, bro. Like, and he just really just got back to just being, I don't know what you call it now, bro. Like, he got a dad body.
He got the Luka.
He do got a dad body. He definitely got the dad body.
He said Luka. Sure. No, because Luka not fit either, though. Luka not
Luka on his way, too. Give Luka 5 years. He'll be looking like James Harden.
They ain't going to say that about Luka, though. Luka get the pass.
Well, right now he do. But shoot, let him get to the same amount of years as James Harden, and he ain't got no rings. He gonna have the same narrative.
Big facts.
Same narrative. It's gonna be the same narrative.
And they're gonna be Mark Cuban hasn't. If he had what Trae Young had in Atlanta, we already heard that last year.
If you look at it now, the Luka hype ain't really like it was the last couple of years. This year it's kind of like, he's still Luka, but it ain't like the same. It ain't the same this year. It's kind of like.
Where do you have Luka? You got Luka top 10? Do you want me to help name you some players? Giannis?
Let me try to name it.
Okay.
Not Giannis. Giannis, KD, LeBron, Steph, of course. Jokic, yep. Anthony Davis. Oh no, Davis. Yeah, Embiid, Anthony Davis.
KD.
Did we didn't say KD yet?
Did we say KD?
Did we say
KD? I don't remember. I don't think
because we started off with Giannis.
All right, let's start over. Okay. Giannis, KD, Jokic, LeBron,
Steph.
Yeah, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis.
Embiid,
that's 7. I mean, I guess you got to put Luka in there. Paul George. I put Kawhi.
Paul George is better than Kawhi right now. As of today.
I mean, but that's because he hurt, though.
Yeah, exactly. I can only go off of who playing.
Okay, so we'll put him in there. Paul George, 8. Yeah.
Dame having a bad season, but Dame and Harden would usually be in there. Dame and Harden would be in there.
They would be.
So
That's 10.
so you putting Damian Harden in there anyway?
Well, no, well, if we're going off right now, nah, I can't put Dame in there right now then.
Yeah. Can't put Harden in there either right now.
Yeah, I can't. So we at 8.
Luke could probably get in.
Yeah, Luka's in there.
As of today?
Yeah, as of today, he in there. And then who rounds out the 10? Who's the last one?
Shoot, Trey had him a chance. Might
Yeah,
be
he
Bradley
did.
Bill.
Might have to, yeah.
Who y'all
I gotta
got?
go with
Who
Bradley.
y'all got? I'm looking at Malik.
We talking about
Malik
this
looking like he
season?
got a right now, as of today.
I'm gonna give it to Bradley Bill over Trey only because they got a better record.
That's because of Kuz. Let's keep it a bean. That's because of Mr. Hollywood. That's because Mr. Hollywood.
Hey, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that they had Montrezl Harrell on the MVP on the MVP ladder?
On the MVP ladder?
Yeah, like they put out the top 10 people
Rest
right
in
now.
peace, Sekou Smith. Rest in
He
peace,
gotta be
Sekou
10.
Smith, because D-Joke is
Yeah.
done bump. Sekou,
Yeah.
we miss you down here. They got Montrezl Harrell on the MVP ladder. We miss you down here, Sekou.
Number 6 too.
Oh,
Jimmy. Did y'all say Jimmy?
Oh, we didn't say Jimmy.
I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about. I was like, bro, for real.
Y'all-
Like,
that-
I'm still hesitant to put Jimmy in after that personal performance. But
No,
Miami
but I think
playing
Jimmy's
well.
top 3 in the MVP ladder too, though.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
back
he
to
is.
his
He
back
is.
to his fake tough guy thing. You know. No, I'm
you don't
gonna
think
give
Jimmy
it
about
to
that life?
Jimmy. I'm gonna give it to Jimmy.
You don't think Jimmy about that life?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I think Jimmy is not no fake tough guy. Cause they call him a fake tough guy on Twitter. But I think because every time I ain't never seen him back down. Like TJ Warren, he went up to bruh.
Yeah.
Look. After what he did in Minnesota, that's the ultimate tough guy.
But the third string.
The third
Oh,
string.
the
It said, and then you see, what was that last year when he ran into Cat? He was like, "You remember what I did in practice? He said, you soft, you a bitch, you a bitch." Like he said it to his face, like you a B, you soft. You remember what happened in practice? Like, dang,
Okay, I give that to Jimmy. I give that to Jimmy, bro.
Yeah.
Dang,
So Malik, who your top
that's
10?
Yeah.
Malik, who your top 10?
All right. So I'm going to go. This is no order. Giannis, KD, Steph. Did y'all say LeBron? Y'all didn't say LeBron, did y'all? Y'all said LeBron?
No, we did.
Okay.
Definitely.
We did. LeBron might be out the top 10 as of today.
I was thinking,
is it time to have that discussion?
If we doing now, LeBron, because LeBron barely played this season. He played like what?
Yeah.
But
3 games?
didn't he do that reverse dunk against the Rockets? Don't that keep him in the top 10?
And everybody, Watch King. Hashtag Watch King.
You're 19. I'm like, yeah, it's the only game he played. You're 19.
That's real.
But I got Giannis, Steph, KD. I got
That's the best player
Embiid,
in the world.
Jokic, PG, Luka, Jimmy. Two more. Who am I missing? Who didn't I name, y'all? I missed
You
it.
ain't say Jokic. You ain't say Jokic. I don't think.
Embiid. You ain't say he said Jokic.
I said Jokic. Oh, I ain't saying Embiid. All right,
You
Embiid.
ain't saying Embiid.
Okay.
And who's 10? Dang, bro, this 10 always hard.
You got Jimmy Butler. You got Bradley Beal.
I didn't say LeBron though, so that's why
Trae
I didn't say
Young.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Trey not up there right now.
Did you say Anthony? You say Anthony Davis?
Yeah,
Oh, I
he
didn't say
said
AD.
Did
Did I say AD? I
Yeah,
did.
you said
I said AD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
See, Dame would usually be in it, but Dame
Struggling, bro.
I think you got to get it to Brad Beal.
Brad probably, yeah.
But Brad ain't played a couple games and Washington won them games without him. You know?
Yeah.
Ricky Rubio.
No, y'all know something, but no, Miles Bridges be going crazy, been going crazy.
Oh, LaMelo.
Yeah.
LaMelo.
He their best player.
Hooping over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Them boys over there hooping.
So let's name the top 10 young guns, like the top 10 up and coming, like the next generation of superstars.
So like D Mitch and Tatum.
Yeah.
You got Joe. Jokic is about 26 now, so he no longer 25 and under, I guess.
Nah, he not a young
Yeah,
gun no more, huh?
he not a young gun no more.
And Embiid in
Gotta
that
put
same
Ja.
boat.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so you got
definitely Ja.
Ja could have been
Ja,
top 10.
LaMelo, Trey. True. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you right.
Ja
right, he could have been top
averaging
10.
like 40 this year, and
Yeah.
we just like,
Yeah,
I
think he
think
leading the
Bradley
league in
Bill.
scoring or something.
Ja, like, what more do I need to do? I feel it, Ja. Okay, Ja,
Yep.
Yeah.
Luka.
Okay.
Would you put Tatum up there still? Yeah, Tatum.
Yeah,
Tatum,
definitely.
yeah.
Tatum.
What about JB?
He just so
Yeah.
annoying. Tatum just so because people be gassing Tatum like he Kobe, bro. He
Like
not
he Kobe.
bro. Oh snap! We ain't even mention Book for the top 10.
That's what I was about to say. I was just about to say
He cooked the Hawks too. He cooked
He
the
did.
Hawks.
He did. He
Oh my
did.
Everybody been
gosh.
cooking the Hawks though.
I was like, oh my god!
Yeah,
like this
I
man
mean-
was like, he was doing some moves I didn't even know Book could do. I was like, I just thought he was a shooter. Yo, bro, he pop, 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 pop. I'm like, oh my god, Devin Booker is like really good at basketball. Like, I just thought this dude could shoot. But all right, I guess you got to put Book if he's still under 25. I'm pretty sure he is. Where do you put Cat? Cat.
Cat's been there for sure.
Yeah.
How old is dang?
Bro,
Cat,
that's
how long
tough.
Cat been in the league?
Cat been in the
He-
league since
like-
like 2016.
Like I think he in his like sixth season.
Yeah, but
Yeah, 'cause
he
he-
came in so
He don't
young.
feel young no
He's 20
more.
He's 25.
Yeah, 25.
25.
Yeah, he's still
So he
young.
right there. Like he's right there.
Yeah, he right there.
Top 10? That's tough. The whole
Do you put
league's
LaMelo
tough.
in there?
Because you
Yeah,
got
LaMelo.
you
I'll
got
put LaMelo
Ant-Man,
in.
but if you put in
What about
LaMelo,
Ant?
you gonna put in Ant? And we
Yeah,
didn't
you
even
gotta put
say
Ant
Trey
too there.
name.
I mean,
Man,
but
this 10 hard.
I don't think we named 10 yet though.
All right, here we go.
We had like,
Ja,
all right, yeah, name him.
Luka, Trey.
John Lucas.
Oh, okay. Let's do it right. Luka,
Okay.
Trey, Ja,
Mhm.
Mitchell.
Mhm.
Let me see how old Book is.
Tatum.
Hold on, let me
Tatum.
see how old Book is first. Book
Shoot, JB
25.
might not make top 10.
Book 25. So Book.
Okay, so he on. All right, okay.
Okay.
Tatum.
Book. Tatum.
Tatum 6.
Brown.
Brown. You said LaMelo
Melo, Ant.
and Ant.
Okay.
So
we
who
had
10?
9. So that's
Cat.
good. That's good. Cat. 10.
Cat 10.
All right with
So
that.
who are we missing? Are we missing?
lot
What
of
about
folks.
Shy?
Oh, SGA. Who is he better than on this 10?
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
he on the
think-
outside
yeah, I
looking
don't
in.
think- he probably
Yeah.
He
outside
better
now.
than Jalen Brown?
I can't think of nobody that is you can argue for to get in the top 10 that we didn't name.
Yeah.
That's an
can't think of
all
nobody.
NBA 10. That's
Yeah,
not
that
even
is. That's lit. Yeah.
It's different now in the league, bro. It's
Yeah.
tough in the league nowadays, man. The league is
Yeah.
not playing at all.
Mm-mm. But I do like that. I mean, they are letting them play a little bit more physical this year. Like they like letting them foul a little bit more, play a little bit more aggressive without calling those little ticky tack fouls. You know what I'm saying? Now some stuff is still a foul that they're not calling.
I think it's OD. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like it's old. Like they doing so much to overcompensate for not calling the fouls. Like it's
Yeah.
like James Harden, bro. Like they holding that man arm, like hooking him on the inside, like swatting his arm, and then he go up for the shot. They don't call it, and they grabbing his arm after that. It's like what Trey said. Like someone gonna get hurt from it. I mean, but it's what a lot of the old heads wanted to see. You want to see the old NBA, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Hey,
do.
what about Zion? I mean, he hurt right now.
Oh.
Forgot about Zion.
Well, out of
I'm
them
looking at
10,
him
once
looking
again, out of that 10, who is he better than? Jalen Brown?
Yeah,
Maybe?
Jalen Brown. Yeah.
I'll say Jalen.
Yeah.
I'll say Jalen.
I'll say Jalen.
I think Jalen would be
yeah.
10.
Dang, Jalen Brown. I'm sorry. Who is he better than? Jalen Brown? Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Unanimous decision.
Dang, JB. Shout out Marietta. Man. But all right. I guess wrapping up then, because we've been on for about an hour and a half. Let me go to tomorrow. By the time this comes out, they'll be playing the Nuggets. So you got the Nuggets and then Milwaukee on Sunday. And then I don't know the next time we're going to record, so I'll just run through the Gunna game.
They got
All right.
Orlando,
Nuggets
Monday?
tomorrow. Milwaukee. Is it no, it's in Atlanta. They're hosting Milwaukee on Sunday. You don't know who's going to play because Bud like to sit everybody against the Hawks. Magic on Monday. And then to wrap it up, you got the Hawks hosting Boston next Wednesday with Gunna. So those 4 games, where do y'all see the Hawks going?
Oh, all right. Well, I see a loss to the Nuggets because we don't play good on the road, so we're gonna lose on the road. I think we're gonna lose against Milwaukee too. And then who we play after Milwaukee?
Orlando.
That's when we'll win
At home.
So we win that game. We'll be 5-10. And then after that we play who? After that we play who?
Boston.
Boston.
And Gunna giving them that juice.
Are we at home?
No JB either. I don't think so.
We should win that game. So I think we'll be 6-10.
Positive. All right,
I
cool.
think 6-10.
Malik,
what you think?
What you got?
Yeah.
All right. They're gonna lose tomorrow. They're gonna lose Sunday. They'll win Monday. The Celtics game is kind of iffy for me. I don't know, but I'll take since they at home and that's really the only place they've really done good all season. Yeah, I'll give them that.
Remember now, last week I was at the game. I don't know why I wasted my time. Well, no, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to see the court.
You went on the you went on that night, right?
I wanted to see the court and the jerseys. I wanted to see the 4-4 court and the
4. Okay.
That's literally why I went. And then the Braves just won, so I wanted to see who was gonna be at the game, who's gonna pop out.
Yeah.
But that's why I went to the game. I don't know why I was flexing like that. But anyway. Because they literally lost by 20 points. For these
games, man.
Them jokers ain't have Donovan Mitchell, and they lost by 20 points, man.
Jordan Clarkson.
Oh my God.
That was the Jordan Clarkson game.
Jordan Clarkson and Eric Pascal. Eric Pascal gained 200 pounds, bro, since he played for Golden State. I didn't even know who that was. I turned to E. I had E Powell. Shout out E Dub. I had him right next to me. And he said, "Who's number 0?" I said, "I don't know." And then midway through the second quarter, number 0 scored again. I said, "Who is number 0?" He said, "Pascal. Remember him from the Golden State?" I'm like, "Oh, that's Pascal. I don't even look like him."
Yeah.
Man, they let them jokers light him up and blow him out by 20 at home. They had Dre playing. They had Cam playing. Ain't none of the jokers that y'all made excuses for all postseason, all last week. All them jokers was playing. And Donovan Mitchell wasn't. So that made no sense. So that's why that Celtics game without JB is still tricky. It's still
It is.
I got them beating Denver anyway.
Are you think they're gonna beat Denver?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think they're gonna beat. Yeah, remember Trae Young? What was that? Rookie season, he nutmegged them. And then,
they do have the Nuggets number.
And bowed to MPJ in his face on the bench. I got them winning Denver. They lose in Milwaukee. They usually win that Milwaukee game in the regular season at home. They usually win that. But I got them losing this one just because balance. Milwaukee trying to get back on track, too. They got off to a slow start. Because, they actually won the championship. So they have an excuse.
They got an excuse. It's boring for them.
They still on their championship parade. But then you got the Magic. You got my boy Jalen Suggs. You got the boy Mo.
Cole Anthony.
Colin. What would you say?
Cole Anthony.
Oh, Cole Anthony. Oh, yeah.
That man.
He said, "Yeah, man. We did our thing. Jalen Suggs, he got a bucket." They gonna lose anyway. The Hawks is on Orlando, bro. I don't know what it is. The Hawks in Orlando, but they don't lose to the Magic. Like that's a game they should always win, and they always win it. Like I'm waiting for the time that they just like slip up and lose, but they just keep beating the Magic.
Dang, I think it's funny. I think they actually did lose to the Magic. That was the COVID. Well, not the COVID year, but it was like a game, like a couple games before everything shut down. They played the Magic and they lost. I remember that. I was at that game that they lost. Dang. I remember Eric Gordon and Evan Fournier went off that game. That's when they had all them in Booch and and
Yeah.
Terrence Ross. Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
And they
yeah,
still
they lost that
well,
game.
no, they were an AFC team around that time. They were in purgatory, like
Yeah,
making the
there
playoffs,
you
but
go.
couldn't
Yep.
do much more.
Yeah,
They
I
was
was
a
about to
they
say
was
because
a
I'm
FC.
like
well,
listening to
Orlando
all
was
them
the
places.
AC
I'm
that
like,
year though.
all them
Yeah,
names,
yeah,
they should all
yeah.
make it. They should
Yeah.
make it. They should be good. But so I got them 2-1 right now, and then the Celtics last game. They usually don't play well when a rapper performs. So I think they're gonna lose. I think they're gonna go 2-2.
Wait, who was the last rapper that performed for them?
Well,
Oh,
you
you
know,
talking
like
about?
during the playoffs, they had people performing during the
Oh yeah, you're
timeouts.
right. Yeah,
And
you're
ever
right.
since they did that, they lost all of them home
They
games
lost
in the
them.
playoffs.
Yeah,
All of them.
true.
Like they had Crime
Dang.
Mob crew come out perform Nucky V Buck during the timeout. They had Lil Scrappy perform something
I
during the
was at that
timeout.
game.
They had
Yeah.
who else did they have perform at timeout?
But they cheated that game though. That's the game they turned the lights off.
Oh yeah,
You remember
yeah.
that? You remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know
Trey
what
shot
that
the
was
lights
about.
out. Trey shot the lights out.
I remember that. Yeah.
But
Dang.
who else performed that time? Oh, whoever it was. Oh, Young Jock performed Is Going Down. They
They be
lost
getting
all
all
them.
the old rappers, man.
Well, I mean, it's a timeout. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
not about to bring out you're not about to bring out Lil Baby for a timeout.
You
If
gonna
I'm
get
paying Lil
after.
Baby, I'm at least get a whole halftime show.
Fact.
But yeah. Speaking of Gunna, like, how do y'all feel about this Gunna performance? Me personally, I'm kind of washed, so like, I don't know any Gunna songs. So it's just like, really, like, I'm not that, like, I know he's the hottest, right? Like, one of the hottest, like, Lil Baby, the hottest. But I know he's one of the hottest right now, so I know the kids really excited for it. But me, I
Right.
don't really know none of his music, so I'm just like,
Mm.
I just know he popped. So how y'all feeling about the Gunna performance?
He ain't dropped nothing since like
Yeah.
last year. The
Yeah,
last
he ain't
thing he
dropped in a
dropped was
minute.
Wanna. But I mean, I like Gunna, so I'm happy for it because I don't really like the other rappers. Like, I mean, you know, Young Jock and all them. Like, I listen to them, but they them old heads, bro. Like,
Watch.
you know, bring Young Thug or like Lil Baby or Gunna, like somebody like some of the new people. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like the kids will like it for sure. Definitely.
Who was the last young guy they had perform? No, they had Quavo perform at a game, right? And he had Street or something like that for Quavo night.
There was one
that's
game
right.
I went to that year. It was somebody performing. They were super young. I think it was somebody that Thug had signed, but
I think you think about the dude that Quavo.
Or maybe it was
Quavo night.
Quavo.
Quavo night,
Quavo
he had
artist.
50 points, and then his name was Street Bud.
Oh, probably. Okay, yeah.
That was his name.
That's right.
So he performed at a game. So I think that was the last one because that was the 50 ball, right? Trey's 50 ball against the Heat. That was February 2020. And in March 2020, the shutdown happened. So no one performed last year. The only people who performed during timeout. So they didn't have an official halftime performance and stuff like that like they usually do. So this will be the first one since the shutdown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy because you're used to them every month. But I don't
hopefully
know, man.
that results in the win.
Go ahead,
Hopefully
Z.
we win. I was just gonna say hopefully it results in the win. Hopefully they get hyped and they can get a win.
I think they lost that Migos pop up.
Yeah, I think
And Migos popped up like when they were the peak Migos. Like Bad and Bougie was the #1 record in the world, and then it was spring break for college, so I was out of town. And then they announced it like the day before. Migos gonna perform at the Hawks game for free. I was like, bruh, I miss Bad and Bougie live. But they lost that game. It was against Memphis.
Oh yeah, there was a point in time where Memphis had our number. They could just keep beating us all the time, but we kind of got over that now.
Yeah, but all right, everybody. If everybody go around and give their socials, so we can get out of here.
Yeah, man. Cosign Zee on everything. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Cosign Zee. Follow me. Check me out. Drop a lot of Hawks content. Tweet some good stuff on my Twitter page. Keep you entertained. So y'all tap in with me. Yeah.
Y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram at _Malik ATL.
Line of Sports Unlimited. Subscribe. And once again, like we said at the beginning, Prize Picks. The best picks in the world, baby. Code ASU right now when you sign up. Excuse me. And you get a promo code. That's it. All right. Everybody take care of yourselves. Have a great week. Excuse me. I got the hiccups now. And you guys take care of yourselves. Till next time.
And if they come out clean.